I'm hopping on a few minutes early because no one was in the 2 p.m. spot before me. And there's no one in the 4 p.m. spot after me, so I may stay on. Hey Ramona, you're the first one in. How are you doing today? Hey Christine, how are you? Can you guys hear me and see me okay? I'm just finding myself here. Hey Mary, how are you? Finding myself here and sharing me out to my two groups. Just a few housekeeping things. I just want to remind everyone to, when you have a second, just click on the top of my page, the follow button, and double check that you are in fact still following my business page, because Facebook has been doing some things behind the scenes and people have been saying that they've been automatically unfollowed on a lot of the accounts that they normally follow. Oh, okay, Mary, good, thank you. So just double check that. Routinely, I'll click on a post on the likes and loves and all of that, and I'll scroll down. I'm doing good, Ramona, thank you. I'll scroll down and I'm always surprised at how many people that watch me routinely on, a weekly basis are not following me. It just says like invite sent or not following. So when you have some time, if you could double check that, I sure would appreciate it. All of us small businesses and content creators, I mean, the followers really help us with the algorithms. Hey, Alyssa, how are you? I don't understand it all, but Coach Jan has told us that. Jan Cook, Jan C's Designs, is the social media coach in the Beyond Bakes private group, and she has told us that to always, make sure that you check your followers. Thank you for sprinkling, Alyssa. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm just hopping on a little bit early because no one was in the hour spot before me. And I don't think I have to rush today because I'm on from 3 to 4 and there's no one in the 4 o'clock spot. Mary, I just got a huge whiff of rosemary. It smells so good, but you had to refollow several. Oh my goodness, you guys. Coughing and sneezing. We're going to do something fun first. I just went out in my backyard and picked a few sprigs of the fresh rosemary. It smells so good, you guys, but it's so strong. Right, Mary, yeah, I have noticed that, and then I heard a lot of people saying, like, Facebook is automatically unfollowing me from, like, tons of accounts that I normally follow, and then you don't get the notifications when the people come live, and then you're like, what the heck, Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. It was this it smells so good, you guys. It's from my, thank you, Ramona. Thank you. Coughing and sneezing and all the things. I popped in a vitamin C drop. I eat them like candy this time of year, literally. I have several of them throughout the day just to keep my immune system boosted. It's cold and flu season. So, I want to do everything I can I don't want to get sick. So I take my vitamins and I take my vitamin C. They're like citrus flavored. They're yummy. They're from Walmart. Okay, so I am invited over one of my neighbor's house tonight for girls' night. Thank you, Mary. Her husband is out of town on business. It's a sweatshirt and it's really warm. It's cold here today and it's warm. And I just got regular leggings on today. I'm probably going to bring slippers when I go over her house. So we'll cuddle up under blankies and drink some wine and have some snacks. But I typically, I don't like to go to friends' houses empty-handed. I like to take a little something, a little plate of cookies, a dessert, a bottle of wine or something, you know, and especially during the holiday time. So I saw this idea on Facebook last week. I've done a version of this before, like for myself in my own house, but I've never, when your phone updates, they have to go back in and follow everyone. Christine, that might be it. I wonder if, and it all depends what kind of phone you have, but if you have like an iPhone, when it updates the iOS, the operating system, it messes up a lot of the settings. That might be it. Gosh, it's cuckoo crazy, right? So anyways, especially this time of year, I don't like to go empty-handed. And I mean, like I was saying, I have done a version of this for myself in the past, but never packaged up as these little gifts. And I'm going to show you how quick and easy, guys. So I'm going to make one to bring to my neighbor's house, Rebecca, tonight. So when I go over, I won't be empty-handed. Hi, Maureen. Girls' night tonight over one of my neighbor's house. She invited me over for like wine and probably charcuterie board or something. I don't want to go empty-handed, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to make to bring to her. It's basically a fresh simmer mix, and I'm putting it in this cute little mason jar. You guys, I love mason jars. I keep like a whole box of them in my garage at all times, just for when my husband like smokes meat on the grill and we have the au jus, the juice and everything, I don't throw that out. So when we take the meat out, I put it through a strainer and I keep the drippings and I use it for my starter the next time if he like smokes meat or to make a soup. I mean, I love mason jars. All right, so simple, and you can, hey Laura, how are you? You can tweak this based on what you have in your pantry or your spice rack. You can add more things, you could add less things. I'm just kind of going pretty much by the recipe I saw on Facebook. So I'm just looking at my things here and I'm trying to decide what I need to go in first. So first I bought a package of those cute little they're not mandarin oranges, the little tangelos, the little tangerines. It should be good. Her husband is out of town on business. So typically when our hubbies go out of town on business, we'll invite one another over for a girls' night, just to catch up. And all right, so drop your whole tangerine, tangelo, whatever, in. Then, oh my goodness, you guys, this smells so good. I picked 4, the recipe calls for 2 sprigs of fresh. I picked 4 because I love rosemary and I figured if we have room for it, we're gonna put it in. And I picked, I cut the sprigs to be the size of the mason jar. I'm gonna put all 4 in just because it smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. Now my fingers smell like rosemary and they're sticky because fresh rosemary can be sticky. I'm gonna have to wipe them off before I start playing with clay. And then the recipe calls for 2 whole cinnamon sticks. Yummy. 2 whole cinnamon sticks. Stick them down in there. Look at how cute that's looking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, get these out of my way. Then the recipe called for a teaspoon of whole cloves. You guys, oh my God, smells so good. Don't know where that went. One jumped out of the jar onto the floor. All right, so I'm gonna put a generous teaspoon of fresh cloves. I should maybe go and look to see if I can find it before Bailey finds it. Hold on. teaspoon of fresh cloves, and I shook them so they would fall down to the bottom. Yummy, so yummy. Then I want to see if I can put my, they're brown and my floor is brown. I don't want Bailey to, oh, I think I found it. Yep, I found it. I found it. All right, stick that in there. Then, just because I have it, I'm gonna put a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. A nice teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Probably should have put that in first. I'm gonna be careful with that. I'm gonna try to stick it down to the bottom. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, yummy, it calls for a cup of fresh cranberries. Hi Albert, how are you? Hey Laura, welcome in. A cup of fresh cranberries. So this time of year, I like to keep like all of these ingredients on hand at all times. Did you see what I did? It tipped and it spilled all over my desk. I like to keep these all these ingredients on hand at all times because I like to use them in my cooking, in my baking, and now in my gift giving. I need to get a wipe. My fingers are becoming sticky. How cute this is gonna be. And it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, so a nice cup full of fresh cranberries, you guys. Yum, yummy, yum. All right, we'll see. We'll see how many we can fit in here. I don't know if they all will fit. We'll see. We'll see. Have any of you done something like this in the past? Have any of you made one of these up to like simmer at your house or to bring to someone as a gift? This is, like I said, I've done this at my house, but I've never made it up like this as a gift. I'm not going to be able to fit all those cranberries in there, you guys. I don't know. Let me see. I can push them down. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I can. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm so stinking excited to give this to my friend today. Yeah, the cup fits. Look, everything fits in there. Perfect. Pause, please. My fingers are sticky. Out. Wash the cinnamon out. Wash the top of my desk off. And I'm gonna get cranberry on my white sweatshirt because I didn't plan on changing. I was just gonna wear this to her house tonight. Okay. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then what you do, I have tiny little mini crock pots. So that's how I do mine. If you don't have a tiny little mini crock pot, you can just simmer it on top of your stove. I'm looking for the front. I'm gonna spin it so the ball mason jar words are to the front. Okay. You've simmered your own. Maureen, we are twins. We are twins. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. I can't even tell you how good this smells in my craft room right now. And it's not even simmering. So what you do is you can, if you're going to put it in a pot or a crock pot, just cut the little tangerine like in half or in quarters to help it along, to help it release its oils and to get the smell. You guys, how fun is that? Allspice, totally, Christy. Yep, and I bet I had that in my spice rack. I could have grabbed some of that. Then I just grabbed some jute, and I thought I would tie the jute, wrap it around the lid a couple of times. I didn't have any fabric. You know how sometimes when people can, they put the fabric in between the rubber seal layer and the screw-on layer. Didn't have any fabric that would work for this, so we're just going with the rustic look. How fun are these though, guys? I totally would love someone to come visit me at my house and bring me one of these. You know what? I'm probably gonna make them up for my kids too and put them in their, I'm doing homemade, yummy, everything baskets for them for Christmas with pretty much everything gourmet and homemade. I'll make each of them up one of these and put it in their baskets. Allergic to cinnamon and citrus. Marianne, I'm trying to think. You could do the rosemary and the cranberries and just leave out the cinnamon sticks and the tangerine. You could do the rosemary and the cranberries, and you could do nutmeg and allspice and cloves. It looks so pretty in the jar, right, Maureen? Yeah, look, I'm gonna cut that off. And then I grabbed some of this pretty ribbon. We're gonna make a little bow. We're just gonna make a little bow. And I'm gonna hot glue it to the, right where that knot is, where the twine is. And I think this is so cute. Look, it's so cute. I think she's gonna love it. Last time she came into my house, she brought a bottle of wine. We typically don't go over each other's empty-handed. We bring a little something. I guess I had a bottle of wine in my stock in my pantry I could have grabbed, but I thought this was more fun. Yeah, Marianne, yeah. And you could put it in a little crock pot at your house, or if you don't have a little crock pot, you could just do it in a pot on top of your stove, and you could just put it in the morning. This is so nice, like when you have company, hi Betsy, or, you know, on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, when people are coming in and out, and you want your house to smell festive and holiday-ish, just get it going in the morning, and you could just simmer it on low all day. And typically, something like this will last for like 2 days. I think you could, so if you wanted to do it all day Christmas Eve, all day Christmas Day, something like this would, you could get 2 days out of it. All right, and then I have my little bow, and we're gonna just hot glue that on top of the knot that I made with the twine. Michelle, hi. I was thinking about you after I watched your live this morning. I need to reach out to you. I have a question. We talked about it already in the past, this idea of mine, but I didn't run with it, and I'm thinking I want to run with it the first of the new year. So I'm going to reach out to you. Hey, Margarita, how are you? Welcome in. All right, so you guys, that is going with me tonight to my neighbor's house. Look at how pretty. That's just ribbon from my stash. Mason jar that I had in my garage. I put 4 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 2 cinnamon sticks, a cup of fresh whole cranberries, a whole little tangerine, and then on the bottom, I put a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a teaspoon of ground cloves. Like Christy said, you could do nutmeg, allspice, you could add as much as you want into here. So then they just dump this into a little crock pot or a simmer pot, add some water, and simmer on low. And look at what cute, easy, adorable, handmade from the heart gifts. So that'll go with me tonight. Fa la la. Merry Christmas. All right, so let's switch gears. Let me wipe my table down. Switch gears. And you guys, like relatively inexpensive. You can buy a whole case of the mason jars. You know, I think they come 12 in a thing. You could just get them from Walmart. It's so pretty, right, Laura? Yeah. Yeah, Betsy. Very, very easy. And something, so you don't have to go empty-handed when you go visiting friends over the holidays. So pretty. It is. I mean, it's going to smell amazing. I'm going to do this, you know, at my house. We're having company Saturday. Friends are coming out for dinner. So I'm going to have a little crock pot of this going since I have all the ingredients. And I'll make the house smell so yummy. Lost my train of thought. What was I just saying? Totally lost my train of thought. It's so pretty though, guys. It's so pretty. Oh, that you most likely have a lot of this on hand. If you have a garden, Michelle, I know you do. Do you have rosemary in your garden? Whole cloves for your ham for Christmas. Yes, Albert. That's why I had them in mine, because I put whole cloves in my ham. I do ham for Easter. Michelle, you have fresh rosemary in your garden? I know Michelle is a big gardener like me. Well, she's a big gardener. I'm just a little baby gardener. I just have a few things. Right? Merry Christmas. Yeah. It's just something, you know, I'm sure you have cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, you know, all of that. All you really have to get is like mason jars. You could even trash to treasure it, guys. You don't have to put it in a mason jar. A friend of mine came over Thanksgiving evening. You have some made already. Good for you, Laura. And she brought me a homemade mocha peppermint coffee creamer. And she put it in a cute, tiny little, it looked like a little spaghetti sauce jar. Just a small, not one of the big quart ones, one of the smaller little ones. You could use any kind of glass jar that you have, like food in your pantry. When you eat it, save the jar. Save the jar. And then you don't even have to go out and buy mason jars. Save your jars. Hey, Kim, how are you? I knew you did, Michelle. Oh, bake bacon before company comes. Yeah, that's another one. Yum. Okay. Oh, shoot. I wanted to heat up some of my coconut oil because I'm going to play with some new cookie cutters that I recently just got. And they definitely are going to need to be oiled up. Okay, you guys, talk amongst yourselves. If you have anything that you want to share that you're doing with your businesses or whatever, share. Let me go pop this in my microwave for 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I meant to do that before I came live, but it slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. All right. Make sure my tabletop is clean. All right, so this is going to be a two-part. We're going to make Mrs. Claus today. I think I'll have enough time to make Mrs. Claus. And then next Thursday, the continuation will make Mr. Claus. She's here. Come, Michelle. Auntie Michelle needs to see you. Auntie Michelle needs to see you. Okay. Here she is. Yeah, say hi, friends. Hi. Yeah, guys, I'm not worried about like going super quick because I came on early and I have an extra whole hour. There's no one in the spot after me, so I might be a little squirrely. I'm all over the, you guys know me. I'm normally like, and this next and this and next. I didn't prep anything. I just pulled my colors. I was excited to do that little potpourri thing. Okay, say hi, friends. Hi, friends. Yeah. Thank you, puppy breath. Oh my goodness. Aw, yeah, she's cute. All right, so here, and it's a cookie cutter set. It's cold. Ma'am, it's in the 50s here. That's cold for us. It's so cold. I keep running around like turning the heat up. Crimson, nap. Aw, yeah. I enjoyed seeing her yesterday on your live. So this is a cookie cutter set that I got from my friend Juliana. If you're a member, buried in snow. Oh, Michelle, we don't get snow here. Move here. Tell your hubby. Debbie said I have to move to North Carolina, and then you and I can do shows together and all the things together. Yeah, move here. Move here. I mean, we get cold here, but typically, I mean, we don't get like 20s cold. She is a cutie. Yeah, she is a cutie. Yeah, 20s is really cold. It's like in the 50s here, and it's like unusually gray and gloomy today. Like it's almost trying to rain. I'm gonna shut my glue gun off. I don't think I need it. It's like it's almost trying to rain. I don't know. All right, so this is a brand new. This is the base. This is gonna be the base for the cookie. 18, Holly, stop. 15, y'all. Hey, Tanya, good morning. You guys, no, that's so cold. I can't, you guys. You guys know I'm a summer person. I'm a beach person. I am a fun in the sun person. Give me warm. I think the older I get, the less and less and less I like the cold. And my husband's getting to be the same way too, guys. So I'm just putting coconut oil on my fingers and really lubing this up. And I might have to cut it a few times, guys, because you know how Carly has taught us that the fresh, I don't know, Michelle, you might say this too, because you do the 3D print stuff. So you know, the material has pores in it, this, whatever this stuff is, this mylar plastic print material stuff. So it literally does absorb. And that's why people will say, oh, after I have oiled it up and cut things with it a couple of times, it works better. And I can't remember, yes, Betsy, Summer. I can't remember, a week or so ago, I was using another new cutter and it took me a couple times. It might have been the Nutcracker head. This one. This one sold yesterday on my live sale. This was mine, so I made her another version of it. But all those little parts and pieces, oh my gosh. I had to oil them up so many times until it kind of got worked in. 33 feels like 27. Urgh. No, thank you. You may keep it. You may keep it. Yeah, I miss summer too. I tell my husband all the time, I like to be able to just throw on flip-flops and run out the house and go run errands or to my post office or whatever. I don't like have to put socks on and sneakers or boots and a coat and gloves and I don't like winter. You watch me make it, Betsy? Yeah. Drooling. Well, I can make you one if you want one. PLA filament. That's what it's called. What did I call it, Michelle? Mylar, which, yeah, PLA filament. I knew that. I knew, because I watched Michelle enough that I knew that. Did you guys see the snow globe I made? Using Michelle's snow globe cutter and her adorable 1-inch antlers. Look at, this is the cutter from Michelle, and then those are antlers that I used as the snowman arms. How cute is that? And I put it on one of those Amy snowflakes and put a big bow and a jingle bell on it. I didn't glue it on yet. It's still drying. It's not glued on, but this one's available too, guys, if anyone's interested. And then I made this last night, and I'm gonna make an arrangement with that. I got a cute, like, knit-looking cocoa mug, and I'm gonna put it in and make a cute little arrangement with it. So that'll be available soon. So many ideas, guys. Not enough time. The snow globe is so cute. Seasoned. It did. Yeah, needs to be seasoned. Exactly. See, that's what Michelle says too. So, this is cookie dough, and I've conditioned it. We're going to roll it out. And, oh, Tanya, you're in Australia, right? If I'm not mistaken. I would in a heartbeat, like, if I had the time and the money. I'd be knocking on your door. You'd be like, Debbie? What are you doing? All right. So we're going to pancake that down. I think it's conditioned enough. We're going to roll it out. And for these layered projects, guys, I like to keep, I have my 1/4-inch guides on, and I like to keep my dough, my clay, did I say dough? Pretty thick, because I found very early on, if you roll it out too thin, as it dries, it's going to want to curl on itself. So, thank you guys. Thank you. So, keep that in mind. And I don't have to worry so much on this layer about any blemishes. If you do see an air bubble, you're going to want to pop it. Like, there's one right there, but it's on the end, so it's not going to get in my way. But, like, for instance, like if it was going to be the face, can you see, like, right there, there's a blemish. And the more the merrier. You're sweet. You're sweet. That's on my bucket list. I would love to go to Australia someday. I don't know if it'll ever come true, but this is the bottom of the cookie, so I'm not going to worry about if there's any blemishes in my dough, my clay. All right, and look, guys, it's just tall enough. All right, we're going to give it a try. We're going to push it in. We're going to see if I seasoned it to enough. Seems like it's coming off okay. It seems like it pulled away okay. It left a little bit of stuff, ratty-tatty on the edges. So I'm going to see if I can pull most of it away with just a little piece of clay while it's still down. And then when I lift it up, I'll smooth those ratty-tatty edges out. All right. Now, in a perfect world, that would have been great if it just stuck to my silicone mat, because that means it would have been seasoned enough and would just slip out, but it didn't. So we're gonna use the help of our ball tool. Get it out, and you just gotta commit to it. Cookie cutter. Yes, Betsy, it's from my friend Juliana. I'm a member of her private group, her paid private group. And one of the perks for being in her paid private group is you have all access to her custom cutters. And the only way you can get one is if you're in her private group. So That's a very smart marketing tactic on her part because she makes all these cute cutters and people are like, oh, I want the cutters. And she's like, well, you have to join the group. It's only $15 a month though, guys. She makes 4 gorgeous, beautiful, big projects per month. So you get 4 projects per month, and then you get all access to purchase her exclusive cookie cutters. And you guys see me create stuff with them all the time. Her cookie cutters are super cute. And she does like big sets. Like Michelle, I buy from her all the time. And most often Michelle's are just one. Juliana does huge sets, like with 14 and 18 pieces. Big sets, big sets. Thank you, probably. Yes, Yes, Michelle, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna, as I use the pieces, I'm gonna put them right back in the bag because they're oily now. I don't clean mine off. I don't know, that might be a faux pas. But after I oil mine, I don't clean them off. I put them right back in the bag, oily, so they stay like oiled, semi-oiled for the next time. All right, so I'm gonna lift her up carefully. I don't wanna misshape her. And we're going to smooth down the raggedy-taggedy edges. This is the bottom of our Mrs. Claus cookie. So, like I said, I didn't care if there were any blemishes on the top of the clay because once we add the top layers, you're never gonna see them. You just want your edges to look nice. So that's why I'm smoothing down the ratty-titty. I'm gonna rest her head here because I don't want it to stretch. Hi, Maricela. There's my virtual workshop partner in crime. Maricela and I had so much fun hosting that workshop for y'all. And it's been requested that we do it again. So her and I are brainstorming. We're thinking maybe a spring one would be fun. Okay, this kind of looks like the mom from The Simpsons. Whatever her name is, doesn't it look, you know, with the big hair? Doesn't that look like puzzle sets? Exactly, Michelle, exactly. Doesn't that look like the mom from The Simpsons? All right, I have this little piece. You guys know me. I don't like to waste anything. Someone else would throw that out. I don't, because there'll come a time when I need a tiny piece for an eye or something, and I won't have it. All right, so then next, let's do, where's my picture? Right here. Next, let's do these pink pieces. This is the hat. I'm looking at my picture. This is her dress, and this is the arm. And normally she'll give like both, but I think I remember her saying, I love puzzles in real life too, you guys. I got myself a real cute crochet granny square 1,000-piece puzzle. And when I take the week off in between Christmas and New Year's, and you guys don't see me, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be putting a puzzle together. So I think I remember her saying, just cut it twice the same way, and for the opposite side, just flip it over. So on the one I flip, I'll have to be really careful that the back side is good. Where's the cutter from? Dory, I got your order. It will go out tomorrow. Sweet glitter, yummy. She picked some pretty colors. Hi, Tina, how are you? It's from the Quiet Corner Clubhouse private group. If you're a member in Juliana's private group, you have access to her group exclusive cutter sets. And that's the only way you can get them. You have to be a member of her private group. It's brilliant marketing on her part. She has like 300 and something people in her group. She has a big group. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. I feel like the last time I saw you live, you weren't feeling good. Carly! You guys, look what I made when I first got on. I am going to a friend's house tonight for girls' night, and I didn't want to go empty-handed, so I showed how to make this. It's like a fresh potpourri simmer in a jar. So you put a whole tangerine. I picked 4, it calls for 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary. I have a huge plant in my backyard, so I picked 4, 2 fresh whole cinnamon sticks, a cup of fresh whole cranberries, and then I did a teaspoon of whole cloves, and I threw in a teaspoon of cinnamon. You could add allspice, you could add nutmeg, you could tweak it however you want. And then I'm gonna bring that to her. And the instructions are to just dump this into a crock pot, a mini crock pot, or a pot on top of your stove, and add some water and just simmer it on low, low, low all day. And you usually could get 2 days out of it. So this time of year when I go visit friends, I don't like to go empty-handed. Yeah, cute idea, right? Hi, Shannon. I didn't see you sneak in. Hi, Dawn. Oh, a head cold. Oh, boo. Well, it's that time of year. That's what I was saying when I first got on. I am popping my vitamin C lozenges like crazy. I take my vitamins every day, and then I eat my vitamin C lozenges like they're candy. I have like 6 of them a day. It's just cold and flu season, and we're out and about in all the stores doing all the shopping and touching the carts and all the germs. And first thing I do when I get home is wash my hands. But still, guys, still. Cute idea, right, Terry? So cute. Make one for you, right? Carly, I love having that going. Like when I have company come over, or on the holidays when people are coming by. It just makes your house smell so yummy. It makes it smell so yummy. All right, so hopefully this is enough to get these 3 cuts out of it. So let's do our big one first. Carly, I'm seasoning and conditioning a brand new cutter set again. So I warmed my coconut oil up in the microwave, and I'm applying it liberally to get in all those pores like you taught me. Get in all those pores. Carly's the one who said you have to do it a couple of times because you can't see them, but there's microscopic pores in the filament. And the more you season it like that, that's why after we do it a couple of times, then they just come out very nice. But this is brand new, first time, so. Okay, we'll cut that one there. Now let's do the little hat. This one has lots of little loopy loops, lots of little nooks and crannies. Who's gonna make those fresh potpourri? Like I said, you don't even have to go buy mason jars if you don't want to. I mean, this time of year, guys, we're pinching pennies for everything, right? I went shopping this morning. I pulled out a pretty pink taffeta skirt I have that I got years ago for our neighborhood holiday party next weekend. Hi, Sam. How are you? I will pick it up in a minute and show you what I just made because, Sam, I feel like you would like it, but my hands are all oily, so give me a second. And I ran out earlier today to see if I could just get a pretty new top to go with it, and the one store I went to had garbage. Didn't have anything that would work. So I feel like I'm just gonna wear my old skirt with an old top and just call it a day. These people have never seen it. Hey, Christy, how are you? These people that are here have never seen me wear any of it, so. Yes, Terry, super easy and so yummy, and it smells so good right now in my craft room from that fresh rosemary from my garden. Oh my gosh, it just smells so good. I mean, I like to just go out and pick it from my garden and just leave it laying like in on a little plate on my coffee table, and that's just enough to infuse your room with all that yummy smell. All right, let me get these pulled out, and then Sam, hang on if you can. I know you're probably working, but hang on if you can, and I'll show you. Being careful, because I got to cut one more arm, and I don't want to have to roll it again, because sometimes when you roll it again, it won't come out the same width, and I want her arms to be the same width, guys. All right, I'm just tucking down those raggedy edges from the cookie cutter. That cut out really nice, though. That is a possibility right there for if that doesn't work over there. This is a possibility that I could use to cut another arm. So I'm going to just put that to the side. Okay, it's one arm. See what I'm saying, though? I mean, I can flip all that raggedy to the back, but then when I have to flip the arm the opposite way, I feel like it's going to look yucky on that side. Lemon themed gift, maybe. Terry, that sounds so yummy. All right, let's get this hat portion out. Okay. They're coming out of the cutters very nice, and I only oiled it once. But I think I have found the trick, at least for me, is when I have a brand new cutter or a cutter set, I use the thick, the solid, the coconut oil, and it really puts a super thick layer, as opposed to you guys normally see me just with my brush, and that I use baby oil. All right, so I'm gonna use this piece right here to cut out another arm, and I'm just gonna pray it cuts nice without too much raggedy, because we need to flip it backwards, because Julianne didn't print the opposite side of the arm and the hands. So I need to flip it. You guys know what I am saying? It looks like it cut pretty clean, as opposed to the first time it had raggedy edges over that little bit of white. It looks like it cut pretty clean. So say a little prayer, because this is going to be the good side now. So I need to push the raggedy edge the opposite way. You guys following me? She didn't want to make two more pieces to the set to do the opposite side of the arm and the hand. So she said, just cut it once the correct way, and then cut it again and flip it over. But sometimes your back doesn't look good. I'm trying to be super careful and smooth down those edges. There's a little piece at the top there. I'm trying to be careful with my oily fingers and just smooth it out a little. Okay. All right, so now we're done with the pink. Let me put this away. Coming good so far. Put this back in the bag. What's everyone working on today? What are y'all working on? Are you crafting? Are you decorating? Are you shopping? All right, let's put these pieces back in the bag. We're done with them now. Like I said, a lot of people clean theirs off. I don't. I've been doing that way for 2 years, and I haven't had any problems with any of my pieces. Nothing has developed, grown on them or anything. All right, we'll bring our base back over. So this is the hat, and it goes at the tippy top of her head right there. Cute. Finger press it down. And then these two edges, I'm assuming, go a little bit off her face. So I'll just leave them like that. I almost feel like before I put her dress on, guys, I want to do her face next in the little white part. Here's the gifts for your adopted family. That's fun. I don't think I knew. Oh, knee surgery. Oh, Terry. Carly, I don't think I knew that you had an adopted family. That's sweet. That is so sweet. I might have to run out here in a second, you guys. This company keeps coming to spray paint and mark the ground for the construction site that the house that's being built next to us. And we have beautiful 1-inch to 3-inch white river rock that was, you know, not cheap, you guys. And they spray painted orange all over my rocks over on that side. It's the same lady that did it last time. I might have to go out there, you guys. I might have to go out there and say something to her. She's taking the cones out of her truck and, you know, the whole thing. All right. See, I feel like we need to do her face before we put the dress on because I don't want a gap. I'm going to be watching this chick like a hawk. I feel like I need to run out there and talk to her. I went and talked to the builder the other day to see if he is going to bring us some new rocks. The ones, take you with me? I can do that, Carly. I can do that. You might have a different opinion of me, though, after you hear me talking to the construction worker. You guys think I'm sweet and docile and quiet. You might have a completely different opinion of me if I take you. I will, though. If I have to run out, I'm watching her. As soon as she gets the spray can out, I am watching her. They are not supposed to come onto our property and spray. I don't mind they spray on the grass because, you know, you mow your grass and it comes out. But spraying on our decorative landscaping rocks and it was the same chick. She's putting a jacket on. Are you guys ready for a field trip? Who wants to go out there with me? Well, Desiree, I went over when I saw one of the guys out there yesterday or the day before, and it was the project manager. I'm like, hey, are you the builder? He's like, I work for the builder. And I was explaining, who wants to go on a field trip? She's pulling out her little, I swear to God, guys, she has her orange spray paint. Who wants to go out there with me? Hold on. Hold on. And she's pulled in front of our house, not the construction site. What the heck? What the heck, you guys? They're not supposed to, Kathleen says go. Mary says, yeah. Y'all might have a completely different opinion of me after. You might be like, oh, I thought she was sweet. She got a spicy side. What is she doing? I could give you a tour I could pretend I'm giving a tour of my decorations on the outside. Let's go, girls. Here she goes. Here she goes. Oh my God. Oh my God. And she's going right to that same area that she sprayed. from outside. Okay. How can I flip you? All right. I'll give you a little tour of my Candyland decor while she's getting her orange spray paint out. So this is where I sit, you guys, right here. Right here. There's my ring. There's my desk right there. So that's why I'm always like, oh, I can see everything that's going on in the front of the house. Okay, we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over. I'm gonna flip you guys back again. Hey, how are you? Okay. I think I might have seen you out a few weeks ago, I think, because my office is right there. And I went and talked to the builder. The orange spray paint on our rocks, that's not going to come off. And I don't understand. well, how many years is it going to take to come off? Yeah. But our side is not supposed to be sprayed like that. I mean, if you're taking care of the construction site here, why did our... Right, so they don't dig and hit something during the construction. Yeah, but what are you looking, which utility are you looking for right now? So that's not even our cable box. Our cable box is that one over on the 2 lots over. So there's no line. There's no...
Yeah, this goes from here all the way to here. They connect. They all connect. That's how they run.
Okay. But still, if you're going to spray today, I'd appreciate not spraying any more orange on the rocks, because we're going to have to replace those, because it doesn't... I talked to the construction project manager, and he's like, we don't have anything to do with that. I'm like, well... Our rocks were white and now they're orange, and who's going to replace them? So, all right. Well, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, guys. Let me flip you again. All right. So there's my palm tree. I got those gumball beads from Hobby Lobby last year. Those there. And then this year I added lights onto it. I've got my lollipops there, and the Santa, and some more candies. I got this little Santa guy here. You guys saw me. I did my beam, my posts this year with the aqua Candyland from Michaels. That ribbon that's so pretty. So pretty. Carly. And on my live yesterday, I opened the box. This nutcracker just came. So here's why I stuck them out over here. I know I should. Because every single person is like, it's not our responsibility. And then on this big tree, it's got the gumball up top there. I did those swags. And then there's one over here. And that, guys, I made those candies with pool noodles, and then I covered them with cellophane because these get rained on. So they had to be, Tina, they had to be weather resistant. Here's my new boxes I just got today. You guys didn't even know you were going to get a tour today, did you? Got those from Dollar General, you guys. Look how cute they go with my stuff. And I bought the whole stack of them. I mean, the little bitty one was like $2, and I think the biggest one was $6. But they all stack inside each other, so they won't take up much space when I go to put them away. Yeah, I should, Mary, I should, I think. There's my wreath I made last year. My little nutcracker that I crocheted. My Gingy, all my stuff. You guys that saw my home tour last year saw that. Those I got last year from At Home. That one I painted. And then my rocking chairs have the cute little Gingy pillows. on my pink chairs, my antique sled. Don't laugh at my towel. It was raining yesterday, so I put a towel out because the bottom of the sled, the runners leave rust marks on our tile when it rains out. And then my garlands that I keep telling you guys all about. Oh, I got garlands on the front of the house and the Christmas tree. You guys didn't even know you were going to get an impromptu tour, did you? All right, we'll go back in the house. All right. So now I can talk freely. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Let me flip you guys back around. I don't even know if I think I was pointing the camera because she was giving me the evil eye when I had the camera. She was being very careful what she was saying because she knew I had the camera going. Did you guys hear her? She's like, oh, yeah, we're not here for the construction site. I'm like, but you are. Oh, Desiree, you're sweet. Thank you. I'm like, but you are. You're here marking the lines. So when they start digging to bury the sewer and whatever, that they won't hit something. So, I mean, you are here you wouldn't be here marking this if they didn't call you to come and mark it. And she was the same girl that sprayed that. She's like, oh, it'll come off. Did you hear me? Could you guys hear me? I was like, what, in 2 years? I don't want my rocks to be orange for the next 2 years. Oh my God. I'm shaking a little. Next time Bailey goes with me, I mean, that's what we get all the time. It's not our responsibility. It's not, no, we have nothing to do with that. Did you hear me say, but that's not even our cable. Our cable lines are on the other side. She's like, well, there's all cable lines buried all in here. It doesn't matter if yours is hooked up to it or not. I'm like, okay, that's valid. But don't spray any more orange on my rocks. The company is just says USIC on the side of the truck. USIC. I don't know. She's been here before. It's one of those companies that comes with their and they find the lines and then they spray the paint all over the place. Yeah, she knew I had my phone going, so she was very careful what she was saying. She wasn't snotty. I'm surprised. She wasn't snotty. Except when she was like, yes, there are. It doesn't matter if that's not your cable line. There are lines buried all over in this whole neighborhood. Whether they're hooked up or not. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. This one is really ready, Teddy. Screenshot. Yeah, because I am very doubtful that the builder, yeah, she shouldn't have sprayed on our rocks. I didn't even show them to you guys when I went out there. I don't know, was I pointing the phone down? Could you even see that all our white rocks are? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, this goes like that. All right, I got confused for a second. I'm still like shaking, guys. I'm still shaking. Oh! What was that? Mrs. Claus' hand. Oh, she's not doing anything now. She's on her phone, and I see her texting. She's probably like, oh my gosh, this chick here at this house called me out. What do I do? Because I sprayed orange on her rocks when I was here 2 weeks ago, and she called me out on it. So the hands, I have to do the same thing, guys. I have to cut 2 of them the same, and then flip one upside down. That was so funny that y'all came with me. I felt like I had moral support. I felt like I had moral support, like it wasn't just me. And she knew my phone was going because she heard me talk. She was looking at me when I was showing y'all the porch. So she knew my phone was active. Either I was recording or talking to someone. I know, Kathleen, exactly. Why does they won't be digging to bury anything on our side? So why did she have, I should have said that. I should go back out there again. No, I'm not gonna. But yeah, why are they, I understand why they have to mark the lines on the construction side. So when they start digging, they don't wreck anything. But why is she having to do it on our side? She didn't have to do it on our side. She just got carried away with her orange spray gun. That's what happened. All right, so here's the little Mrs. Claus face, and that part goes up into where her little hat is. So we will put it in there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pause, please. Because there's another piece of the puzzle, I think, that fits up in there. Let me put her little hands. You guys know my trick, my Tupperware container trick. This piece fits up in there. Okay, all right, we gotta cut these white pieces. Pause. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm still shaking a little bit. I don't like doing stuff like that. And why do people force you to have to do stuff like that? She's just out there now on her phone like a crazy person. Texting. See her. She didn't mark anything. She's probably like, oh, this lady's gonna call. Oh, Sam, I was gonna show you. Here's what I made when I first came on. I'm going to a neighbor's house tonight for girls' night, and I didn't want to go empty-handed. So I took a mason jar. I put 4 sprigs of fresh rosemary from my garden, a tangerine, a cup of whole cranberries, 2 cinnamon sticks, and then a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a teaspoon of whole cloves. You could do nutmeg, allspice. You can delete things. You can add things. Oh, Michelle, you missed a field trip. Everyone went outside with me. We had to talk to the lady with the orange spray paint can and tell her not to spray any more of our rocks. Yeah, she's spraying orange all over that construction site. All over it. USIC. I don't know how to take a picture when I'm live. I don't want to get out of my live to get a picture. She is like going crazy with her. She's spraying orange all over the construction site right now. Just don't spray it on my rocks, lady, please. That's a no-no. I went out there one time when a guy was there weeks back spraying. And I asked him, oh, you know, you're going to be careful by our rocks not to spray paint on them. He's like, yes, ma'am. No, I'm not going to spray on your rocks. And this chick is like, it'll come off. I'm like, what, in 2 years? In 2 years? She done. She putting her stuff back in her little truck. Yes. Sam, Simmerpot, right? That's why y'all said, take us with you. So I took the camera, I took the phone outside. I pretended I was giving you a holiday home tour. I pretended. And then I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, can I ask you about the orange spray paint on our rocks? All right, we got this all. That's the only thing. The first time you use a new cutter set, you got to figure out all the pieces. It definitely is like a puzzle. All right, there's that piece that I think fits into this hat before you put the face on. Doesn't look like it leaves enough room for that piece and the face, but it must. Oh my God. She's talking. She is talking. She's pointing. She's on our property, talking and pointing. She thinks she's getting in trouble. Cable line. Oh no, Kathleen. Yeah. See, they're like, oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Mary, right? I could have went out there with some of my glitter spray. I mean, my husband and I work hard to, you know, keep our property nice and clean and upkept and, you know. And then they just come in 2 seconds with just their spray paint. And then she's like, oh, it'll come off. What, in like 2 years? So I gotta have orange on my rocks and it's right in our front yard, of course. It's right in the front yard. It's not like it's on anything in the backyard where it wouldn't be very visible. It's right in the front yard. She didn't care. She's like, lady, go back in your house. Yes, Kathleen. When I first saw it, I told my husband, he's like, well, I don't know what you're going to do about that, Deb. And I'm like, well, when I see someone out there, I'm going to go talk to him. He's like, okay, good luck with that. Basically. He's like, they're not going to do anything. They're going to give you lip service. But I agree with you, Kathleen. They didn't need to spray anything on my side because nothing should be dug up on my side. All right, so this I feel fits like, well, maybe Kathleen, I could only hope, but she was talking to someone like a crazy person. I heard her talking and pointing and talking and pointing. All right, so this little piece fits in there, I think. Finger pressing it in, kind of hide that seam a little bit. And then, in theory, we'll bring our face piece back. That should fit right in that spot. Right there. She's still out there, guys. She's still out there. Probably like, well, this isn't the way I thought that my afternoon was gonna go. Normally they just show up and do what they need to do and then leave quick, you know, do whatever damage they're gonna do and then leave quick. They're on a lot of construction sites. That's not really fitting up in there. It's like it's too far down. I'm gonna have to squish it. What was I doing? The nutcracker? All the pieces for the nutcracker fit together perfectly. Maybe I will cut her neck piece off. Where's that little dress? Because the collar goes over it anyways, so I feel like I need to trim a little of this off. So you're never gonna see her neck anyways, guys. So hopefully that will help me a little. Trimming a little bit of the neck off. Can you guys hear? She's slamming her truck. She put her little cones she's on like a tablet talking to someone. Probably her manager back in the office. Yep. All right, so now I'm just gonna kind of finger press it up in there. Doesn't fit together really. I didn't want, Juliana usually provides videos, and I didn't watch the video. I figured, oh, it's pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes they just, Michelle can attest, The hat hangs off a bit. Oh, Lulu. Oh, shoot. I matched it perfectly up top. I didn't even think to have it hang off a little bit, but I think just by cutting that little bit off on the bottom where her neck is, because we're gonna put the collar on anyways, I think it'll be okay. Now I'm finger pressing it together. Watching. She's out there again. She's taking pictures. She's taking pictures. She's taking pictures of my rocks. See, they know they did a no-no. She's taking pictures. I've never seen them do that before. Okay. All right. So that's the best I'm going to be able to get it. I had to cut a little bit of the neck off, but we have the collar and that's going to cover that area, so I think we'll be okay. She's out there. I've never seen them come. Right, Kathleen? What did I say that company is? USIC. USIC. I'm going to write that down. USIC. Pen's not working because that's oily. USIC. None of my pens are working. My napkin is oily. Well, yeah. I don't know if they'd hear from our lawyer, but someone owes us a $25 bucket of white rock. Because that rock was not cheap and they damaged it on our side. I agree with Kathleen. They're not digging on our side, so she shouldn't have sprayed. I should have said that to her. See, guys, I'm not quick on my feet. I don't think I'm quick on my feet. I should have said that to her, though. Why are you spraying on our side? The construction site is over there. So spray all you want over on that side. Ugh. Anywho, all right. So now I think we can go ahead and add her dress. So this is like business card. I should have. She's out there on her phone like I was. She's talking to someone back at her office. Yep. All right, I'm going to line it up on the bottom because that's the most important part. And then, yeah, see, guys, I cut that little bit of her neck off. And it just, I cut that little bit of the neck off and it just fits perfect now. Oh, Albert, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and give them a call tomorrow. Give them a little call. Say, hey, excuse me, people. All right, let's try to put these arms on. Yeah, USIC. I'll Google it. I'll find a phone number for them. It's on the side of her truck. But I can't read it from here. All right, we'll put one of her little arms on. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Y'all. How cute! You guys, this is like playing with a paper doll. Like paper sweeties. Little paper dolls. I did feel courage, though, taking you guys with me. So thanks for that. Thanks for that. And I'm finger pressing her arms together, but I'm not smoothing the seam out like I did with where her face met the hat and the hat met the brim, because I want a little bit of definition there to make it look like an arm is there. She is taking pictures of my driveway. She's taking pictures of my front yard. she is still out there. Usually they come and spray their spray paint and leave. She is taking all kinds of pictures. Oh. All right, and then we'll put the little arms on. Looks like this one goes like this. Oh, how adorable this is, you guys. It truly is like playing with a paper doll. She's taking all kinds of pictures. Hers is like, oh crap. The lady came out of the house and she had her phone going. So cute. It's like a giant Mrs. Claus cookie cutter. All right, now we can put her little color on in the little area where I cut her neck off. Oh, Betsy, thank you. Document the sprayed area. Yeah, hopefully it's a good thing. Yeah. She's still on her phone. She's putting her equipment back in her little USIC truck. See, that was not a problem at all, guys, me having to cut that little neck area off, because I told you the collar is going to go there. So, I mean, I really didn't even need that. So, Lulu, the next time when you do yours, you can do it like that. Just cut that little neck piece off of the face piece, and then you don't have to overhang the hat on the top. See how it all just fits like a puzzle. Carly, were you still on when we went outside? Well, she sprayed. I mean, she sprayed all over the construction site, but she better not have sprayed any of my rocks again. You guys heard me say, can you please just not spray on my rocks again? Because you don't need to be spraying on our property. All right, so let's, she's done. She's back in her little USIC truck. You know what's going to happen in the end, guys? They're going to say, it's not our fault. And the builder's going to say, because when I went out and talked to him the other day, that's what he told me. Oh, we didn't call them. I'm like, how? You had to have, someone in your office had to have called them, because you have to call them to come out to check the underground lines before you start digging to put in your sewer and your electricity to the house and all. He's like, well, and then after that, he kind of backtracked a little like, well, I'll talk to the builder and see. I'm not sure if he's going to do white rocks like this, but I'll see if we could get it taken care of. I'm like, okay, all right. He was trying to fluff me off like I didn't know what I was talking about. We've built 4 custom homes over the last 39 years. So I know how this works, and I know how to, every time you talk to a builder, I mean, the truth does not come out. Circles. Exactly, Desiree, exactly. If I call that company, they're going to say, we're well within our right to spray where we have to avoid an underground wire mishap, whatever. And then the builder is just going to dodge us, probably. Maybe the white trim of the hat sat on top of her face. It all fit together exactly like a puzzle. So the white piece fit right into that pink piece, and then the face piece fit right into that brim piece. I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. But when I tried, the little squiggles are different. When I tried putting that face piece into the hat, the squiggles didn't match up. See how this is one squiggle and another, like 3 squiggles? And this is just one squiggle here, and then a point there. The face squiggles didn't match up with the hat. I tried that first, Tanya, because that's what I thought. And it didn't match up. But I'm looking at her picture, and the brim does look like it hangs over the face a little. So maybe that's what it was. maybe she put the hat on and then the face on and then laid the brim on top of it, and it went a little bit over the brim of the hat and a little bit over the face. That's probably what she did. That's probably what she did, you guys, now that you just said that. Because I'm looking at it's hard when you're looking at something 2D to kind of get the depth perception. Hey, Peggy, how are you? Tanya, but I think you're probably right. It's cute. I almost feel like I want to cut another piece of that white brim and put it over that now to give it more depth. I feel like I want to do that. All right, so this is one little slipper, two little slippers. So glad you guys were out there with me. Oh my gosh. I had my crew in case I got in trouble. I would have been like, talk to the people on the phone. This is her little bow. She's still out there. Obviously, someone's having a discussion about my discussion with her. Because normally they just show up, spray, and then they're gone. And this is her little headband. All my pieces came out except for that one. That one's stuck. That one's stuck, y'all. It's stuck really bad. Like I can't even get it out. What do I have? What do I have? Same, 3D. Yeah, let's do that, Betsy. I think that'll be cute. But Tanya, the next time I do this little lady, that's what I'm gonna do. So anyone that has this set, do what Tanya said. Put the hat on, then put the face on, and you can match them exactly where they need to go. And then come back in with your brim piece and like kind of paper piece it on top of the hat and the brim. I went through extreme measures to get mine to fit. I cut a piece of her neck off, so it's all flat now, and I like what Tanya said about the 3D, so I'm gonna cut another piece and layer it on top. Like I did that with the nutcracker. He's 3 layers, where his crown is, he's 3 layers. We need to ink this up. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? I need to really get in there with the oil because it's so tiny in there, guys. That's where it's stuck, right there. She's still out. She's in her truck now. She's just talking away to someone. She's like, oh, crap. I'm sure it's not the first time. I don't know if there's something in there, but it's making it like catch. I don't know. It's making it catch. Well, it shouldn't have taken me this long to get to this part, but we were psyched. There's something in there. That's why it's stuck. I just cut my finger with this thing. Oh. Y'all, I'm having quite the day. There is something in there, inside this cookie cutter, and that's why it's stuck. I got my finger with this. Yikes! Now I need to go get a Band-Aid. Oh my gosh, y'all. I need a glass of wine, I feel. That's why it's stuck though right there. Because there's something in the actual inside of the cookie cutter. I think I dug it out. It was a big chunky piece of filament. She's still there, you guys. I'm gonna go get a Band-Aid. Talk amongst you, right, Michelle? Oh my God. I'll be right back. Let me just run and get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back. Shelby did this one time on one of her lives. Okay guys, I'm back. And I don't know how good this is gonna stick because my hands are so oily, but I'll probably have to file a workers' comp claim with the management. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Dinner and a show. Dinner and a show here, guys. Dinner and a show. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. All right, what was I doing? I was oiling this thing, right? Before I cut my finger off. Let's see, I don't know. Whatever that piece was that was in there was really chunky, and that's why it just stuck. I need to get it really gloopy in there so it won't stick. All right, let's give it a try again. God, you guys. I do like doing these little puzzle creations, but holy cow. She's still there, guys. She's still there. All right, let's see if we could get this out. Come on, come out. Nope. Well, today, y'all, it's, I'm showing you kind of what not to do when you're crafting. What could happen, what not to do. Good thing I rolled out a big piece of green. We can do it like probably 6 more times. Keep trying. Yeah, you made me cut my finger. I'm gonna file workers' comp on USIC. I'm gonna file, because I was so distracted and so distraught. I cut my finger off. Oh my God, you guys, it's just not wanting to come out of there. Now it's making me angry. I don't know what else I could do. It is so oily in there, I could barely hold on to it. It's just wanting to stick inside there. I don't know, you guys. Try it again. Maybe the 17th time is the charm. She's still there. She's still there. Oh my God. All right. Oh my goodness. What do I have? This is what I cut my finger off with. Let's see if I could just coax it. Okay. It shouldn't be that difficult, but... Whew, okay. All right, watch out. Right. All right, Michelle? All right, so we got a little mangled, but we'll fix it. Wow. That was quite the ordeal. Got a piece of black on there, but that bow goes right over that, so I think it'll be okay. I'll put glitter on that where it got mangled. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Woo, okay. All right, I'm gonna cut one more of that brim piece, and then we can start decorating this girl. You know what, guys? I need to put her eyes in next, like right now, before I go any further. Brandy, have you been on this whole time? Have you been on watching the escapades of Debbie with the lady who's spraying orange all over the front of her house property? All right, I want one eye there and one eye there. come in with a little bit of this liquid fusion. Where's my pen? She's still there, guys. I mean, what the heck? Normally, they're only at a property for like 10 minutes. She's been here for like 45 minutes. All right, little drop of glue there, little drop of glue there. The eyes are adhesive back, as many of you know, but we always like to put just a little bit extra glue for insurance purposes. It was so funny, y'all. Take us with you. Yep. I could have been a lot more snotty, and I wasn't. I think this is the size. Or do I want one size bigger? I like big eyes on my characters, guys. Do you guys like? You've been watching? Brandy, you didn't know, did you? I'm gonna go the one size up, you guys, because I just like the bigger eyes. I think it makes them look sweet, almost like the back in the day, the Precious Moments. Who remembers the Precious Moments little characters? They had the big eyes. Okay, all right, they're on. And then we'll press them down. Yeah, see? It's already getting a little bit of skin over it. So good thing I pivoted and stuck those eyes in there. All right, so let's give her her little smile and her little nose. I got my smile tools here. Let's find one that will be the correct size. Michelle was sweet enough to send me a set of her smile tools. This one's gonna be perfect, I feel. She's still there. Oh my God, I don't. Do I want a big smile or a smaller smile? I think we want just this sweet little smile. Oh, that one was perfect, y'all. That one was perfect. The smallest one from Michelle pressing in. That one was perfect. All right, let's give her. All right, I'm getting back on track, guys. I'm getting back on track. So let's give her some cheeks. I got so sidetracked with all of that business. I have to watch my time too. I have to be at my neighbor's house at 5 o'clock. All right, give her some pretty rosy cheeks. I might have gotten carried away and put too big of eyes on her. I don't know, guys. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just love her. I just love her so much. You do, Kathleen? Yeah. I collected them for years and years and years, like when my kids were babies and when I first got married and all of the things. And then when we downsized to move here, I had to get rid of half of my collection because I just couldn't keep it all. Is that too big? Maybe we'll take a tiny little bit off. Yeah, I got sidetracked. You guys know when you do the face, you have to just keep going with the face before it gets that film, the skin on it. And I got all sidetracked with Lady in the Truck and all of the business. She's still there. She's still there. Oh my God. Okay, guys. All right. There's her little nose. I don't know. That looks like it had some fuzz in it or something. I didn't like that. I'm kind of particular. I'm sure you guys are too. When you do the face, out of your whole character, you really want the face to come out nice. See, and I don't like how that arm looks turned upside down, but that's the only option I had. It's the only option I had. looks good. And I'm gonna put just a teeny weeny dot. You guys hanging in there with me? You didn't know you were gonna have dinner and a show today, did you? I'm gonna put a teeny dot of super glue just because that face clay has been sitting there for a while. And it might have a tiny little bit of skin. So I just put a tiny little bit of super glue there to help hold it. Hold it, hold it. Come back in. We can go ahead and add her little slippers. Just put a little piece of water, a little bit of water on my finger and put it onto her foot so it sticks. She's still there. I don't understand. I'm sure it's not the first time they've sprayed in an area they weren't supposed to spray in. Cute, you guys. All right, and then I wanted to give her nose a minute or two to set, and now I'm hitting her nose with a little bit of the shadow. So cute, oh my goodness. All right, and then we'll bring in this, we can bring in this little headband thing. It had the black mark on it right there, you guys can see. But the bow is gonna go over it, so we won't see that. Headband with the bow goes kind of right there. Cute. And I will put glitter on that. You know it. And then I'm gonna come in with this, with the bow, and make a few little indentations just to give it a little bit more 3D effect. Cute. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water on my finger and spread it on the top of that bow, and then just paper piece this on top of it, curving it a little. Oh my gosh, you guys, so stinking cute. All right, so now I'm gonna make another layer there to put on there. And then we can start to decorate her. We can start to decorate her. What time is it? Oh, she's leaving. She's pulling away. She's backing up onto the construction site and she's going that way, out. That's the way that people have to leave. The construction people have to go out that way. So let's pull some more white out. We're gonna just cut one more brim piece, and we're gonna paper piece it on top. Where's right there? This is the brim piece. So we'll roll some white out. Yeah, so when we moved and downsized, I had to get rid of like half my collection of my precious moments and half my collection of my Boyd's Bears. Brandy knows, because she used to come to the B&B that we had for the day crops and events and stuff. So she had seen my house before. She knows all the stuff that I had. And now we downsized to a smaller. You guys know, I just put my roller into her arm. Shh. I just put my roller into her arm. All right, so now I'm gonna have to put something there. I'm gonna have to make an equal mark on the other side, and we're gonna have to like roll a little worm and make it look like we did it on purpose. We're gonna have to make a little cuff on her arm because my roller just went into her side of her arm. So that's okay, that's okay. Today is all about Debbie's showing you what mishaps could happen and how you fix them. All right, so let's cut this out. Hopefully it'll just cut out. It'll have enough oil on it that it'll just cut out again. Y'all are probably like, oh my gosh, that girl needs to go lay down with a glass of wine or something. It's coming. It's coming. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I'm gonna walk in my neighbor's house and like walk right over and pour myself a glass of wine. All right, and I rolled this out much thinner because we're layering it on top of the existing one. So I didn't want it super, super chunky. All right, and I'm gonna do my best to layer it immediately, like right on top of that piece that's already there. You guys, that looks so good. That looks so good. All right, so if you're putting yours together like I'm putting mine together, that's the trick, you guys. See how you can see it's 3D now, just with that extra layer? So good. All right, you see what I did? I messed up her one cuff, so I went in and made a little wrinkle on the other side too, like a little indentation. And we'll roll a little worm right now, and we'll put it there like a ruffle, okay? We'll make a ruffle. Yeah, rid of a lot of your voids, yeah. Brandy, you and I are so much alike. All right, so we'll roll a worm. And we'll just, Juliana actually used puffy paint. She made a ruffle there with puffy paint. I'm gonna do mine with foam clay. I don't have a good track record, you guys, with puffy paint. Sometimes it makes more of a mess and ruins my project. So I hesitate to use the puffy paint. All right, so I'm gonna come in. Let's bring her over. You guys still see what I'm doing? I'm gonna come in with my worm and make just like a little ruffle, almost like a gingy ruffle. See? And problem fixed. So if you poke a sharp instrument into your project, you can fix most oftentimes you can fix it. This is coming so cute, you guys. I love her so much. I've had her for quite a while and just was finding just the right time to do her. And I guess today was the day. Cute. All right, so now you can't even see where I poked the rolling pin into her sleeve, okay? She is so cute, right, Margarita? Now I'm gonna do a little ruffle on the bottom of her nightgown. I want it to be a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna use this section because it's rolled a little bit thicker. Just a little bit thicker. Make a little ruffle down there. Probably good enough. It's probably good enough. Just a little bit more, because you know, I would just need another little ½ inch when I got to the end. So it's better to roll more than what you need than to run out. And I want the ruffle to be really ruffly. She's super cute, you guys. If anyone is not in Juliana's group and you love her, white on her sleeves, better. Yes, maybe it was meant to be, Betsy. See, sometimes stuff like that happens for a reason. All right, so bring my worm over. I'm gonna start on one side. I'm just gonna make a little ruffle. It's the same like when you're doing Gingy, guys. I'm just gonna make like just a little ruffle on the bottom of her little nightgown. Finger pressing it in. Cute. Perfect. See, and I rolled out way more than I needed, but it's better to have more than you need than to run out. Okay. She's gonna be cute, guys. She's gonna be so cute. She's real heavy too, because she's 2 and 3 layers. All right, I think that's the end of the, no. We got holly leaf and berries to put up top on her collar. Green. So before I do, what time is it? Okay, I have to watch my time. All right, so I got these 2 from my stash to make buttons, and I only had 2 of them, so she's only gonna have 2 buttons. Or I can do the little mini cupcakes in between from my shop. That's what I'll do. Let me grab my little mini cupcakes, guys. They're right here. Okay. I got them. How many hours have I been on with y'all? Like 17 hours today? She's so pretty, right, Betsy? She's so pretty. And I think these cupcakes would be cute with the little houses. So we'll give her 4 buttons. We'll give her a house, a cupcake, a house, and a cupcake. And I want to use different colors. So there's blue, pink, green, and yellow maybe. I don't know if I like that yellow. We'll do a different pink. Okay, these are so cute. They're in my shop. They're teeny, tiny little cupcakes, and they work perfect as like buttons on your little characters, guys. So we're going to I'm just gonna lay them on her to get my placement first. Before I go and get the glue. Yeah, I know, baby. Okay. That looks so adorable, guys. That looks so adorable. The little houses are from Annie's Treasures. I put them down a little bit because I want to have room to put, she's so cute, right, Betsy? So cute. I want to have room to put the holly leaves and berries. All right, I'm going to be careful here with my super glue because I don't want to get any on her or on my mat. I'll pull one up, put a drop of glue down, and then put the cupcake right over the glue and push it down. I'm sorry, guys, you are seeing the top of my head. Cute, right, Lulu? So cute. What colors did you do yours? You said you had the same cutter set from Juliana. What colors did you do yours? And I'm just pushing them down a little bit. Not as much as you would push like eyes down. Just down a little bit so they're not completely popping off her little jammies, her little nightgown. So they're a little bit embedded in. I feel like that gives them a little bit more realistic look. I am going to add glitter and more things, but you guys know I kind of like to let my stuff dry before I come back in with glitter because you get a much better result letting it dry. And then you're not getting glitter in places you don't want it and having to dig it out and run the risk of messing up your clay. So I'm just putting some green clay inside this, you know, my go-to mold. A lot of you guys have this mold. The 3 different sizes of the holly leaves and berries. I'm gonna put holly leaves and berries on her collar. And then I'm gonna let her dry some, and then we'll come back in. I could maybe hop on tomorrow, maybe, guys. I pulled this sprinkle mix to add to her, and then some lime green and white rhinestones to add to her. Where am I getting this black on me? That's not good. And then, of course, I'm probably gonna give her some diamond dust and probably some sweet glitter. All right, there's our holly leaves. I think that's the size I wanted. Or do I want to go a size down? Size down might be way too small. I think this is the right size. And then when it dries, it'll be a little bit smaller. All right, so let's make some little berries to go on those holly leaves. Some little pink berries. Little pink berries. And then I'm gonna have to run. Michelle, you're still here, you're hanging in. Thank you for everyone who's hung in with me. Today was crazy. Thank you for everyone that went outside with me and talked to the scary lady with the orange spray paint. So cute, right, Tanya? So cute, yeah. She came together in the end really cute. And I do feel like I want to put something on her little slippers. Like a little pearl or a little bead or something. That looks cute. So there's the holly leaves with the pink berries, okay? We're gonna put that on her collar. And then, like I said, I'm gonna let her dry overnight, and then I'll come back in tomorrow with sprinkles, with diamond dust, with rhinestones, and we'll zhuzh her up. I don't think I want the holly leaves on her. It'd kind of be cute on her hat too, though, guys. And just maybe add diamond dust to her collar, because I feel like if I put it on her collar, it's going to be getting really close to those buttons. I'm going to make an executive decision, guys. I think we're going to put it on her hat, and I'm going to leave the leaves up because I want it 3D. Okay. So then I'll come back in. I may or may not, I don't know. I may or may not come back in with rhinestones and put them all over her nightgown. I was going to, but now that I got the buttons on there, I'm thinking I may not. Because the buttons are so dang cute, I feel like that would take away. But I will diamond dust her collar, and I will diamond dust her brim on her hat, and then I don't have time because I have to go, but I probably will add these lime green rhinestones to the bow on her hat. That's probably what we'll do. And I could pop back on, excuse me, I can hop back on tomorrow, guys, and finish her if you would like to see me finish her. But that's where she is so far. So next Thursday, we'll do her boyfriend. We'll do Santa next Thursday, okay? And hopefully no one will be here. See, I would have had her completely done had it not been for the lady with the spray paint. So hopefully next Thursday, there won't be anyone with spray paint. I do want to put something on each of her little slippers. Thank you, Michelle. And then, let's see what's in here. Maybe I can pull out. Maybe I can pull out these two little. That would be cute. Or do I want the lighter colored pearls? There's little pearls in this mix. This is from Annie's Treasures. The lighter colored ones, because there's nothing really hot pink on her. I'll just do them. I know I keep saying that, guys. I'll just do this, and then I'll let you go. This is gonna be cute on her little slippers. She got her little slippers on. All right, super glue, put a little dot there, a little dot there. We'll come back in with our pearls and stick one right there. Cute, you guys, so cute. If you love her and you'd like me to make you one, please send me a private message. I'd be happy to if you're not in Juliana's group and you can't get this cutter. Because this is dang cute. And I could change the colors if you're not a pink person. She is so sweet, right, Brandy? She is so sweet. So I'm going to leave her be. I'm going to let her dry overnight, and I'll come back in tomorrow and embellish her a little bit more with some diamond dust and some rhinestones. But she came together good in the end. It was just, I was very distracted with that situation with that lady. And then next week, next Thursday, we'll do him. We'll do her boyfriend. So there will be a complete set. And if anyone's interested in just her, just him, or the set, please send me a private message. I would love to make you one. And I can customize it with whatever colors you want it. You guys know I'm a pink person. I'm so glad we went with the larger eyes too, because Juliana just did the round black doll eyes and she did smaller. I like big eyes on my characters. Kathleen, you're still here too? All right. Yep, Kathleen's up next, guys, at 5. So we're going to hop over, go get you a snack, get you something to drink, get you a glass of wine, something. And then come back at 5 o'clock. Kathleen will be sharing something. And I'm going to go pull myself together and head over to my neighbor's and bring her this little yummy that we made together. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was fun. I had so much fun. I hope you did. Thanks for giving me my liquid courage to go out and talk to the spray paint lady. And thanks for all the suggestions with this, too. Sometimes it's hard when you're doing a project first time, especially when you're live. You're just winging it. But she's coming out super cute. I love her very much. All right, guys. Kathleen's, it's just on her personal profile, Kathleen Cabradella. And the entire lineup for today is pinned on my page. You're welcome. Oh, Desiree, thanks for hanging with me. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you, Brandy. In the end, she came out cute. She just needs a few more embellishments, but we'll do that tomorrow when she's a little bit drier. I'm thinking I would just add diamond dust to her collar and to the brim of her hat. I'm going to stop touching her, though, because every time I touch her, the collar pulls away from her face, and I want it to stay nice and tight. She's adorable. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Bye, guys.